On this video, we're going to be looking at graphing basics. Our objectives are to understand the parts of the coordinate plane, to understand how to graph ordered pairs, and to understand the line y equals x. Our vocabulary first is coordinate plane, system of graphing using an x-axis, the horizontal, and the y-axis, the vertical. Ordered pair, system of writing an x value and a y value to aid in graphing, typically x comma y. We'll start with the coordinate plane parts. So what I have here is our basic xy axis. So our x is always our horizontal and our y is always our vertical. What this does is it breaks our area into four parts. These parts are called quadrants. What we have is a quadrant here, a quadrant here, and then two quadrants at the bottom here. They're called quadrants because there are four of them, hence the term quad. So we have these four. This one up here is typically called Quadrant One. The reason it's Quadrant One is it's the most used. It's all positives. Positives to the right, positives up. Then what we do is we typically go in a counterclockwise manner. So we call this one Quadrant Two. We've got negatives and positives. Then we've got Quadrant Three here, negative, negative. Negative left, negative down, and then our last one is positive right, negative down, quadrant 4. Now as you can see, I have another setup here, which here my x-axis is right here, and my y-axis is here. What this is it is a one quadrant graph, and this is Quadrant 1, and we use this typically when we have all positive numbers. So this is just a version of Quadrant 1 here. Okay? One other main important part to this is something called the origin. This is when x value is 0 and y value is 0. That's right here where the two axes cross. This is called the origin. In this graph, the origin is again where they cross. Next, we want to look at the basic system of actually graphing. So what I have here is a four-quadrant system. I have kind of identified the numbers, so we've got 1, 2 going left, or going right, 1, 2 going up, -1, -2, and so on going left, -1, -2, and so on going down. So I have a couple different ways of writing a coordinate plane. So here, or coordinate pair, ordered pair, here's 3, 4. So what we do to graph this is we have an x value and a y value. It's called an ordered pair because it's alphabetical order, x before y, and it's a pair, two of them. So we go 3. So we always start at our origin, count 1, 2, 3, and then it says 4, so that's telling us an up value, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first, the x, is always telling you left, right. The second, the y, is always telling you up and down. Positives and negatives tell you the difference between left and right or up and down. Here we have an x value of -5 and a y value of +2. So we start at the origin, we're going to go -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time we went left, and then +2 goes up 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this is our basic ordered pair. Sometimes we like to write this out as a table, so then we can graph this table. So I've got 0, 6. This is telling me to go 0 left and right, but 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one's right on the y-axis. This is -1, -4. So -1, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our last one is 8, 0. This is saying 8 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 0 up and down puts it right on the x-axis. The last thing we want to look at is the line y equals x. Now this line is a very important line because all other lines are kind of built from it. So we want to start with this. Y equals x is saying when the y value equals the x value. So if we have an x value of 1, that means our y value is 1. If we have an x value of 0, that means our y value is 0. So 0, 0 is a point. 1, 1 would be a point. We want them to be the same. So 1 up 1. So a next point would be 2, 2. Right? 1, 2 up 1, 2. Then we've got 3. Then we've got 3, 3 would be our next one. 1, 2, 3, up 3. And we could keep going 4, 4, 5, 5, and so on. But there's our line. It goes pretty much right down the middle because all our x's and y's are the same. Now this line is kind of what everything else is built off of, so it's kind of important that we understand it. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If there are any questions or you need some refreshment on anything, you can always rewatch the video or rewind and watch it again. Thank you.